Bonjour à tous et bienvenue dans la série Meet the Founder d'Impact Lab dédiée à l'agritech. J'ai eu l'occasion il y a quelques semaines d'échanger avec Nyemachi Wokekoro, qui développe au Nigeria la startup Welima Drones et qui cherche à favoriser l'accès aux nouvelles technologies aux agriculteurs locaux. Je vous laisse découvrir notre échange. Hi Nyemachi, thank you so much for being with us today. We are here to talk about Welima Drones. So, can you tell us what challenge are you trying to solve and how are you going about it?
Okay, good morning. My name is Nyemachi and I am the founder of Welima Drones. So Welima Drones is we're an early stage startup, and we are basically bringing efficiency into the farmlands. So our major goal is to bring technology closer to the local farmers. The major challenges that most farmers or most farms have is the incorporation of innovations into them. So what our goal is to bring in these innovations at a cheap and affordable rate. So we are basically bringing the most expensive innovations into the local farmers, and we're letting them be able to use these innovations while paying less for it. So we are basically giving more for less. So we are basically trying to increase in productivity in their harvests by over 95%.
And how do you manage to do that?
Okay, so our drones help in collecting data, and also in fleeting and spraying both fertilizers, herbicides, and pesticides as well. So now, on an average, it should take a normal farmer using hoe and cutlass to clear their farms close to a whole day to clear it. So this is where we come in with efficiency. So now our drones would run over your farm in less than 45 minutes, doing a job that would have been done for a whole day in less than 45 minutes.
Okay, this is great, very interesting. You have studied medicine and you're now an agri-tech entrepreneur. What happened? How did you make such an unexpected choice?
Okay, so I studied medicine and I had a tea farm. Oh, I still have a tea farm. So in the process of getting all my leaves out and my herbs, trying to make my tea, I basically noticed that one side of my farm was growing more than the other side of the farm. And it wasn't really cost effective for me to have one side of it grow less than the other side. So I started looking for better options and tried to find out what exactly the problem was. And I figured out that the problem was because I was using the normal basic methods. I was spraying more fertilizers on some parts and less on the other part. So it was not effective and it wasn't efficient. So some parts were getting more and some parts were getting less. So hence the less yield I was getting. So I figured out that I wasn't the only person having that problem. So I just said, hey, what the heck? There's a problem and it definitely needs a solution. So let's find a way to get this done.
That's really interesting. And you deployed already Welima drones with 100 farmers in Nigeria. Can you tell us the experience you've had with this pilot and the kind of impact you've had so far?
Okay, so we did a pilot we tested it with 100 farms, and so we did this for just a month. Now, each of those farms recorded an increase of at least 37% in increase of yield. So they spent less. So I will just take this opportunity to talk about our model. So we offer a subscription-based model where you pay monthly for the service. So you necessarily don't have to buy a drone to actually use a drone with us. So because they were able to gather data, so some of them figured out that, okay, they are, with the data collection that we did for them, some of them figured out that, okay, their plots of land don't necessarily need more water or more irrigations than they were giving, and some farms needed more irrigation than they were not giving. So with this, some farms were able to understand where their constraints were and what they needed to do to get better.
Okay, so basically you help them assess the needs of their farm based on the data you're collecting with the drones, and then they're kind of renting out the drones that you have to deploy the activities that they need to deploy on their farms, right?
Yeah.
And that's already giving a result of plus 37% on average for the 100 farmers of the pilot. This is amazing. Yes. And you, what are your next steps then, now that you've proven the value of your solution?
Okay, so presently we are trying to raise our seed fund. So we are hoping to launch officially in June. So, but right now we have a wait list, and we're trying to gather farmers from all over Nigeria and also get into Ghana and neighboring countries in around surrounding Nigeria. So this is what is next. We're just trying to gather up, and we want to launch very strong so that we leave as much impact as we can in the agri sector.
Great. And I think you have a great opportunity across Africa, really, because of the lack of access to technology and innovation, as you said earlier. So if you had one piece of advice that you would give to an aspiring agri-tech entrepreneur, what would that be?
Just start. Honestly, just start. No matter how big it seems, just start. I don't know how to put this right, but what I could say is just start, because you really don't know what is out there, and you don't know the amount of people that are actually willing to help you on this journey. And most times, a lot of people just want to see that effort that you are bringing to the table, and they're ready to take it forward from there. So you have that one idea, please just start. It doesn't matter if it's just moving a pen, please just start. Doesn't matter if it's just registering it, please start. It would go a long way, and you would thank yourself for doing just that.
That's a great advice. It's true that we see a lot of entrepreneurs that want to get everything right before they launch, and that takes a lot of time and effort and resources that they might not have. So it's a great advice. Just start. We'll remember that. Thank you so much, Nyemachi, and best of luck with Welima Drones.
Thank you so much.